starting to rain. We talked too long over coffee. Now we're gonna do chores in the rain.
Yeah.
Oh well, such is farm life. All right, Freya. Here's Hope coming up to get milked. She's out in the pasture because she was kind of showing signs of maybe being in heat. But I'm calling Freya up here because I want to bring her into this pasture. Hey, Gabriel. Hey, honey girl. Hey, sweet honey. Freya's due in 2 weeks. And I've been out of town this weekend with Jackson celebrating his 17th birthday. And now that I'm back, we're gonna pull Freya up here and start handling her every day. She's very, very trained to a lead, so it won't be a problem, but we wanna get her into the habit of getting onto the stanchion, give her a little bit of grain because she's calving in 2 weeks, and we want to be in a place that she's kind of prepared to be milked for the first time. Hey dogs, hey dogs. All right, Bocephus the bull is all the way over there, so I'm gonna walk out here on foot. I am very cautious with our bull because he's 1,800 pounds and I don't want to be close to him while I'm on foot. He's actually a really good bull, but that's just one of those things. I've heard too many horror stories and I'm not gonna take any risks. Hey, Mama, let me see. Yep, she's getting some nice udder development. Kind of interesting when you buy a heifer because you really don't know what they're going to be like. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on. Here, let's go. So Freya was bred by artificial insemination by her last owner. Come on. We got to get a halter on her. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Ugh, now they're all coming. I was trying to get Freya through. I managed to get Raph through, and all the rest of the cows are now coming, and Freya's not in. I wasn't calling you. Hey Fern, you're not the cow I'm looking for. Helen's putting her winter makeup back on. This is more how she looked when we got her. She had more black on her face. And I love it. I think she looks so pretty. For her summer aesthetic, she had the Mimi Bobek eyebrows that jerseys do. Right, girl? Back to your winter look. Milking is done. Look, she was an angel today.
That doesn't forgive her for yesterday.
Hope gave Maya a hard time yesterday. No. Oh man, I scared them. The kittens and the lambs keep snuggling up together. That's pretty adorable. The guys are walking Freya over. I'm operating the gate. I was trying to get her in earlier and didn't have anybody holding the gate, so I was just effectively letting all the other animals in. Come on, little mama, it's time to go into the maternity ward.
Horses are like, cutting's my job.
Look at them. They're like, who do you cowboys think you are?
Save a horse, walk.
Bosco's like, bad motto, man.
Yeah.
Bosco loves cutting, doesn't he?
Yeah, honestly, Paisley likes cutting too. She'd go out and cut him just for fun.
Oh, so a couple of the things we're going to look for as Freya gets closer to calving. We're going to put a halter on her right here by her tail. These are called her pin bones, and we're looking for that to sink down a lot. Her udder's still going to fill in a lot more, and her backside is going to get what's called very springy, which is like just very full and swollen. And I don't feel like she's super close. She's not due for 2 weeks according to her AI dates, and she could go another 2 weeks over that. So I'm not pulling her in here because we're really on calf watch. This is more just to reacclimate her to daily handling and get a routine in place. Another thing that we are planning on doing now, I'm gonna head up to the house because it is starting to rain, is drying off Hope. We've had kind of some difficulties getting her rebred, and her cycles seem to be off. You know, we tried AI and tried syncing her cycle, and I just don't think that went well. I'm not sure if that is what messed her up or what the deal is, but we're going to dry her off and then be able to put her out on pasture with the herd. That way we're not missing her cycles. She can get rebred. She's been in milk for a while, so it'll be okay for her. And then we're also going to be weaning Hallie because she's 10 months old. Hallie milking Helen in the evening should make up for the milk we'll be missing out on with Hope. And then in 2 weeks we'll have Freya calving, and then we'll start milking her shortly after that. So a lot of cow action going on here. Alright guys, it's the next day. I just got back from taking the kids this morning, and Will knocked on my window, my car, with his prize. Look at this. What is it, Will? Tell everybody.
She's a beaut. Lion's mane mushroom.
She's a beaut, Clark. Look at that. So we've got cut off a hunk here, kind of cleaned it up a little, and I've got some pieces here. We're about to put in some oil and give it a try. I think this, yeah. I've never tried lion's mane before. I mean, this thing probably weighs like 5 pounds.
Yeah. It was a little old right here. It might have been bigger.
Yeah.
But I found one on this the same tree like 2 years ago, and if you go back, it was about November 2 years ago I found it, and I saw one on the way home, so I went to go check, and
yeah,
there it was.
So Will used to, before he worked here, have a job where he had a lot of driving. So he has a little bit of a database in his mind of where wild things are growing. Alright, so just a little bit of salt on here. Put some oil. You don't ever want to eat wild mushrooms raw. And I have learned from Will, you don't ever want to eat a lot of a wild mushroom.
If it's your first time.
If it's your first time, to make sure it agrees with you.
Yeah. It's really good when you're cooking mushrooms to have like a grill weight, especially with like chicken of the woods, because it needs to be cooked in the center.
Yeah.
So you can shred these up real small, and you can most mushrooms, but it's good to have a grill weight on hand as well. So like if you get like an oyster cluster, a lot of times people will put the whole cluster in the pan, and then they'll put the weight on it, and it'll make like a oyster steak.
Ooh, yum. Alright, got our crispy lion's mane. I turned the heat off. Alright, Will, you ready to sample for the camera? Here we go, lion's mane sampling. This is my first time ever having lion's mane. Okay, you ready? That was so good.
Uh-huh.
You hear Lulu, she wants in
Wow.
reaction. That's crazy. It does kind of taste crabby.
Mm-hmm.
He said some people say it tastes like crab legs.
It's one of my favorites.
So Will brought chicken in the woods one day. I couldn't believe that.
Mm-hmm. I've actually never found that before.
Really? That was your friend found that?
Like he's found like 3 or 4 of them that he's let me try, and I've never found. And he just drives around and finds them. You'd think he could find them because they're bright orange, but...
Yeah, I'm in a mushroom group on Facebook, and one person posted a picture and they found like 10 pounds of chicken in the woods in the same place. And I'm like, man, I would feel so rich if I found that. That would be
well, a lot of times when you find them, they're huge.
Yeah.
Just like this. Maybe eat one more bite and let it...
Simmer. Mm-hmm. Don't overdo it.
Did you eat that entire chicken in the woods at one time?
No, I only ate like a quarter of it at once, and then I ate the rest of it later.
Yeah, just wait like 6 hours after you eat it for the first time, and just make sure you don't have any sort of gastrointestinal allergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, to it, because it's like eating anything for the first time. You don't know.
Yeah, that's so good. Will gave me a hunk of this lion's mane so I can have some later once I know that it's not going to make me sick. And I'm going to put it in this paper bag to store it in the fridge. And what he was just saying was, if you find mushrooms, if you have mushrooms, you don't ever want to like seal them in plastic. They need to be able to breathe. So if you do put them in a plastic bag, poke holes in it or leave it open or something.
I finished my plate.
Happy plate.
I didn't expect to have breakfast again.
Well, that's what happens whenever you bring massive mushrooms to work. Look at that. That is so cool. Yeah. Thanks for sharing, dude.
You're welcome. Awesome fun.
Alright, I'm going to run out here this morning. Check on Freya and the girls. Maya's out here milking. Oh, hey, Toasty. What's up, girl? Oh, Maya's out here. He's got Helen on the stand. There's Hope. So we've had a hard time getting Hope rebred, and we actually have decided that we're gonna go ahead and dry her off. Her production has gone way down. I mean, she's been in milk since March of 2021, so like that's a long lactation. She's in good shape, but we have considered that she might be having some cysts or something. But we also might just be missing her heat. I mean, she's not in with the bull all the time, and if we're not getting her in at the right time, could be missing out. So since Freya is getting close to calving, we're gonna go ahead and wean Hallie, start milking Helen twice a day, and then dry off Hope. And we shouldn't have a major deduction in the amount of milk that we're getting if we do that. Good morning, lambs. Are you cold? A little chilly. Everyone's a little chilly this morning.
I'm just remembering I wished for this.
You're just remembering that you wished for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll face it.
You were complaining about the heat 2 weeks ago.
Well, the bugs came back and it was annoying.
Yeah.
No, the bugs are definitely dead.
Hey, girl. Freya just feels so small compared to the other cows. But I remember when we got Helen, she felt a lot smaller, and she's grown a lot. I think they grow a lot in their 3rd year, because Freya's 2, but she looks good. I left Lulu out of the cow yard because she has not yet learned to stay out from under the cow's feet, and I just don't want her to get hurt. But she was like, "Why did you leave me?" Oh, sweet girl. Here comes Bear. He's used to being left out here. We got down to like 29, 28 last night. That's negative like 2 Celsius. And it's very chilly still this morning. It's probably just slightly above freezing, which this is actually very cool for South Carolina this time of year. But we also got our first frost like a month ahead of time. All right, guys, editing Jess here. And I forgot to finish my video. Whenever I have a video that I change clothes 3 times, I don't always feel a little like share. It's not a bad feeling. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and all the days that you do. And bless you. Until next time.